Ever thought about what drives nations' behaviors on the global stage? We're diving into the world of international relations today, with a focus on realism and liberalism. Why do some countries prioritize military might while others opt for diplomacy? Might these theories offer an explanation? Let's delve into how these contrasting perspectives shape global politics. Hold tight as we explore the theories of realism and liberalism. First up, let's unbox realism, a theory that views world politics as a competition among self-interested states vying for power. Now imagine the world as a vast chessboard. The players are the nations, each with their own set of strategies and moves, all aiming for one thing: power. This is the essence of realism, a dominant school of thought in international relations. The game is intense, the stakes are high, and every move counts. Consider the Cold War, a period marked by a relentless power struggle between the superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union. The entire world watched as these two giants flexed their military muscles, formed strategic alliances, and engaged in a nail-biting arms race. Each side was driven by self-interest, each vying for a stronger position on the global stage. This was realism in action. Realism sees world politics as a stage where nations perform a delicate dance, constantly weighing the benefits of cooperation against the risks of conflict. It emphasizes the use of military force and alliances to boost global influence and maintain a balance of power. But here's the catch. Realism also highlights the complex dynamics of the security dilemma. This dilemma is a bit like a seesaw. On one side, a nation increases its security to protect itself. On the other side, this increase in security can make other nations feel threatened, leading them to boost their own security. This back and forth can potentially escalate into an arms race, making conflict seemingly inevitable. At the heart of realism lies the belief that power is the primary means to ensure security. It views mankind as inherently competitive and self-centered, with states being the key players on the international stage. It envisions a world where conflict is not just probable, but inevitable. In the realist view, power is the primary means to ensure security, and conflict is seen as inevitable. Next, we examine liberalism, a theory that seeks peace and cooperation through democracy and economic interdependence. This school of thought, deeply rooted in the Enlightenment period, draws from the wisdom of philosophers like Locke and Kant. So let's delve into the heart of liberalism by looking at a real-world example: the formation of the European Union. The EU is a testament to the power of cooperation, serving as a remarkable case study of liberalism in action. Born out of the ashes of World War II, the EU brought together nations that had been at odds for centuries, transforming a continent marred by conflict into a beacon of peace and prosperity. This was no accident. The EU was built on the principles of liberalism. Its architects believed in the power of international institutions and diplomacy, and they used these tools to foster unity among member states. They built a common market to promote economic interdependence, knitting the economies of Europe so tightly together that the prospect of war became unthinkable. The democratic peace theory, a cornerstone of liberalism, also played a crucial role. This theory posits that democracies are less likely to go to war with each other, and the EU has been a living testament to this idea. By promoting democracy within its borders, the EU has contributed to the longest period of peace in Europe's tumultuous history. Finally, the role of economic ties cannot be overstated. Liberalism posits that these ties can serve as a powerful deterrent to conflict. The economic interdependence fostered by the EU, through mechanisms like the single market and the euro, has made war not just unthinkable, but economically disastrous. From the liberal perspective, prosperity and peace are achievable through cooperation and shared values. The EU, with its emphasis on unity, democracy, and economic interdependence, stands as a testament to the power of this approach. Now that we've unpacked both theories, let's compare them side by side. Realism and liberalism, two dominant schools of thought in international relations, each provide unique perspectives on global politics. Realism, on one hand, paints a picture of a world where self-interested states are in constant competition for power and security. It sees global politics as a stage for conflict and competition, where alliances and military force are tools to maintain balance and boost influence. Realists view war as an inevitable part of the global landscape, and believe power to be the primary means to ensure security. On the other hand, liberalism presents a more optimistic view of international relations. It emphasizes cooperation among states through diplomacy and international institutions, seeking to spread democracy and promote economic interdependence for lasting peace. Liberals believe in the power of shared values and cooperation to diminish conflict and maximize prosperity. When it comes to the role of states, realism sees states as the most important actors driven by self-interest and obsessed with security. Liberalism, however, views states as part of a larger international system where cooperation and shared values can lead to mutual benefits. In terms of conflict and power, realism views these as inherent aspects of global politics, while liberalism seeks to minimize conflict through cooperation and interdependence. As we've seen, these theories offer different lenses through which to view and understand international relations. We trust that through our exploration of realism and liberalism, you've gained a deeper comprehension of these ideologies. We'd appreciate a thumbs up. Your likes us reach more people. Interested in more? Subscribe to our channel. Thanks for tuning in and hit that subscribe button to keep up with our latest content.